Good morning, John. I need to talk to you, please. It is about something important. Good morning, sir. Sure, I'm just finishing planting some roses that you asked me for. Officer, John is my gardener. He comes here only on Thursdays. He's the main suspect. The what? I don't understand. What is happening? Good morning, John. Here, Mr. Robinson told me you come here every Thursday to work. Yes, that's true. I come on Thursdays and sometimes also on Fridays. It depends on how much work there is. Mr. Robinson knows that. Why? Well, Mr. Robinson was the victim of a robbery on Thursday. It means yesterday or today. Someone came into his room yesterday or today and took $500 from his nightstand. We have already asked the girl who cleans the house, and she hasn't seen anything. Plus, she didn't come to work yesterday, so we have some suspicions about you. What? No, I would never do that. I have never stolen anything in my life, officer. Also, I respect Mr. Robinson a lot. He gave me a job when I needed it most. I knew his father and worked for him when he lived in this house many years ago. But when he died, I was left without work for a long time. My situation was worrying. So I came here asking if I could help with the gardening of the house that I used to lovingly take care of. And Mr. Robinson kindly said yes, that I could take care of his garden. I am very grateful. I see, and I understand. But we also have to ask you about the money. Someone entered Mr. Robinson's room between yesterday and today and took $500. We have already asked all the family members, and no one knows anything about it. Mr. Robinson has reported the theft of his money, so it is my duty to solve this case and find the guilty. I have to ask you, John, do you know anything about this money? Tell me the truth. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Robinson, but I don't know anything about that money. As I told you before, I did not take that money and I could never do anything to harm Mr. Robinson. I'm sorry your money was stolen, but I'm not the person you're looking for. I'm sorry. I see. Well, I have to ask, have you entered the house in the last 24 hours? Just to drink some water. Today in the morning, at about 6 in the morning. But I just went to the kitchen. Mr. Robinson told me I could go there whenever I want. And I just wanted to drink some water. That's all. I promise. So, Mr. Robinson, what do you think of John's version? Do you agree with what he says? Well, now that I think about it, he's right. I gave him permission to enter the kitchen, of the house. And if I came in at 6 in the morning, well, at that time I was sleeping and the door was closed. So I guess it couldn't have been him. I'm sorry, John, but we had to ask you. Don't worry, I understand. You're worried not only about your money, you are worried that there is a thief in your house, and that is a problem. I understand. Thank you, John. And I'm sorry, officer. John is innocent. Sorry again, John. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Robinson, but I can't do more. If only we had some clue as to where your money is. Yes, I understand, but I have to tell you something, officer. It's not the first time this happens. I mean, it is not the first time it happened to me. Someone is always stealing money from me. I hadn't said it before because I thought I was confused or I had just imagined it. But no, this time I am very sure that I left my money on the nightstand. I'm sure. A month ago, I lost $200. And before that, I have lost money several times. Oh, there have also been items lost in this house, valuables, expensive paintings, and jewelry. Until today, I have not thought about all those events. There's something that doesn't make sense here. If it wasn't the domestic worker, or the gardener, or any of my children, then I don't know who it is. The only thing I can tell you is that there is someone who is entering this house to steal. He's been stealing from us for months, and I need you to help me find the culprit. I really understand you, but unfortunately, I can't do more for you if there isn't at least a clue. So for now, I think that's all I can do in this case. I'm sorry, I have to go, but if you have any leads, questions, anything to investigate, please do not hesitate to call me. Yes, thank you. I'm a little angry and confused at the same time, but I understand. Don't worry, if I have any clues, I'll tell you. Well, I'll call you. I accompany you to the.
What? No, of course not. He doesn't know. Who? My husband? No. Baby, I promise. My husband doesn't know about our affair. He doesn't even suspect. Of course, baby. I already have the money to travel together. Finally, we're going to the Caribbean beaches this weekend. What? Don't worry. I already told him that this week I'm going to Julia's house, my childhood friend. Of course, he won't suspect anything. It's not the first time I've lied to him, is it? He won't notice anything. He never notices what I do. He's too distracted and stupid. He hasn't even realized that I've been stealing money from him all this time. Of course, I had to sell his things for our trip. I have also stolen his credit cards. And I also have the $100,000 from the safe that you asked me for. I don't care if he runs out of money. I only love you, baby. Yeah, alright, bye. Oh, honey, you're here. Did you find your money? Who is that?
I heard everything, Mr. Robinson. We finally found the thief. Do you want me to proceed? Yes, please. Arrest this thief. I want her out of my house now and out of my life and my children.
What? Honey, it's me, your wife. I love you.
From now on, you mean nothing to me. You are a thief. Nothing more than that.
Baby, please. Roberto is just a friend. He's just a lover. He doesn't mean anything to me.
Madam, you're under arrest for robbery. You have the right to remain silent. I hope you liked this conversation. If you could improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend. And if you want to support this channel, you can join us or click on the Super Thanks button. Thank you very much for your support. Take care.